Unite the Right, a wonderful event, a luau that united the Republican Party and all of its constituents. Oh wait, turns out it was a rally full of white nationalists and neo-Nazis that were triggered by a Robert E. Lee statue and that alienated themselves from the Republican Party by having Trump and Paul Ryan disavowing them and ended up getting somebody killed. Oops!
Supreme victory!
Back when I first started my channel, I was gonna be a gaming channel. I saw people like KSI, Markiplier, obviously PewDiePie blow up doing video games and stuff like that. And I thought I can do that too, but I want to do something more like Video Game Donkey.
As we all know, the quietest way to kill a man is to put your arms over his eyes, and then he just dies.
So I started looking into YouTube and seeing what the gaming community was like, and I saw a lot of toxicity. I started to see the rise of identity politics in gaming. Things like Gamergate became a thing, people like Anita Sarkeesian started blowing up, and so many things just like were just clamped onto it, like feminism. And I couldn't just sit idly by, so I started saying things, and then it got into metal and things of that sort, and that's what my channel has been ever since. I just thought it was really strange the direction that people were moving into. Everybody was caring about their skin color and certain things about being a woman, being a man, this and that, my gender identity, and all this crap. And I'm like, yo, I grew up in an era that we didn't care about that stuff. We cared about the content of people's character, you know? We didn't care about the color of their skin. We didn't really care about their creed on average. There was a lot of stuff that we just said, fine, I'll judge you based on who you are and the actions that you do. And I thought that was the best way to go. And then it's like we're completely regressing from that nowadays. What has been most prominent is progressive SJW identity politics. It's been in every facet of the media and just pretty much everything that you can see. And because of that, there has been the rise of Black Lives Matter and a lot of crap in that ideology. There is just the rise of third wave feminism. And then there was just the rise of just hating white people. Specifically straight white men. That's one of the biggest things because they're like responsible for the spooky patriarchy or something. And from those years, you know, it's been at least a few years since that stuff really started to take off. It's people, I can't believe there's people that are surprised that groups like the alt-right and neo-Nazis and you know, just white supremacists are starting to gain steam because all this anti-white rhetoric obviously is going to have a lot of people run towards them. And they can't see that. Like, these people can't see how toxic their ideologies and the identity politics have been. And they fucking need to, because there's been riots from the Antifa, there's been riots from just fucking everything, man, when people are trying to have some peaceful rallies. And now it's like the tables are turning. Now you have people on the right that are fucking just sick of it all, and they're sick of their whiteness getting bashed, and now they're like, we're gonna do something about this. And now they come out with fucking tiki torches and stuff and say it's all about Robert E. Lee, but then these motherfuckers have some neo-Nazi uniforms, they have some KKK outfits, they have some swastika flags, they have all this stupid shit. And then of course more riots, more fights, now a fucking death, you know, because some idiot slammed a car into people, injuring like nearly 20 people and killing somebody. And this is the type of stuff that irks me to no end. It's absolutely abhorrent. Like, I hate the identity politics on either side, doesn't matter where it's coming from. I'm tired of people sticking their identity in our faces saying, let me tell you about my whiteness, let me tell you about my blackness, let me tell you about my womanness, let me tell you about my manness. I mean, feminism, MGTOW, Black Lives Matter, fucking alt-right, all of these fucking trash movements that have gained steam because everybody thinks it's so cool to talk about their fucking identity. And I'm like, I don't care about any of that shit. I never did, man. One of my favorite bands, Killswitch Engage, has a song called Vita Infra, and the lyrics say, no one is placed higher than another, no matter race or creed or gender. We must teach forgiveness and compassion for all life. And that's something that really stuck with me. It hit me hard when I was young, because I was like, yeah, dude, that's a really beautiful message, and I love it how it sounded over the intensity of metal. And it's something that I feel like we've completely lost sight from. You know, all I'm seeing is people just blaming each side, and they're not taking any responsibility for any of the extremists in their ideology or their you know, their collectivist movement. And it's just really fucking unfortunate, man, because it's not fixing anything. It's making things absolutely worse. I'm not saying a lot of these people in the alt-right, a lot of these white nationalists that are disavowing these fucking actual Nazis, they're just letting them chill there. They're like, hey, let's all buddy together and let's have a good old fucking time. And then the same thing, Black Lives Matter and thing, you have all these extremists that are saying kill all these cops, kill all these white people, blah, blah, blah. And then you're just having people justify it, say, well, they have a reason to be mad, they have a reason to riot, they have a reason. I'm like, shut up, dude. shut your fucking mouth. People keep talking about Civil War is probably gonna go down, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. The only thing that's just gonna keep happening is just more propaganda, more bullshit being peddled. There's just too many people that are just trying to just rustle some fucking feathers. And you have like fake ass news, man. You have people like Joey Salads that has done fucking social experiments, dressing up like a neo-Nazi, going to a Trump rally to see what would happen, you know, him getting kicked out. And people are taking that picture and saying, hey, look, he was there at Charlottesville. He was there at Charlottesville. And it's like, dude, this shit is getting out of hand, man. People just want to be mad about shit. I already talked shit about Chelsea Handler, but she's talking more shit saying, I wish Trump would disavow this stuff. And I'm like, bitch, are you even... Like, of course you're not paying attention. Fucking totally rhetorical what I was about to say, man. And I'm just like, this type of stuff is absolutely insane. And it's just a product of identity politics. A product of her standing up against the boogeyman. A product of her standing up for her womanness. And her standing up for the minorities and all this bullshit, man. We need to unite. And we need to put America first. We need to do that. And all these people, they don't give a fuck about that. They don't care about those words. They don't care about what he genuinely believes and what he wants. And they'll just keep saying things, well, look at the type of people that like you. Look at the people that like you, man. Well, the only thing I can say to that is a lot of these people, a lot of these white nationalists do have a lot in common with Trump because they're called every fucking name under the sun, whether it's justified or not. And so I think they can identify with that pretty much so. And it's fucking unfortunate because, yeah, labeling somebody a racist, sexist, homophobic, bigot, this and that, it doesn't feel good at the end of the day. So yeah, when shit like that happens, people are going to start reaching out to you. They're going to put their ideological claws into you. And then you're going to think that this sounds pretty good. But white nationalist sounds pretty good. I think this is a good idea because all these minorities, all these progressive SJWs, all this stuff, they're all toxic and I don't need to be anywhere near them. And creates that fucking divide. You know, I never thought that we would be arguing for segregation in this day and age, but this is where we're at. You know, product of identity politics. It's fucking trash, it's fucking cancer, and it needs to go.